make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. D4 able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. This is Mostert. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Young now from the 50. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Young to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Orbit.
Young on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Come on, set.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go one more.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Fournette fighting through. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Leonard Fournette, 95 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Watson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on third, Watson. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
56. Heck, QB's trash. Let's go.
Set. 19.
66. Pull it. Pass. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
Throwing on second down. Watson.
Got 4 down.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, check. Mike,
First down, Young. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. Past the 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Final play of the half, Young. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Fournette, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Watson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And it's third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the... And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
16. 49ers 15.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown.
The Niners take over.
We play to win. Let's
at their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Guys, pick it up.
Ready?
A first down throw for Young. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. After the sack on first down, Young. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 38. To throw, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12.
On the set.
5, Mike 55. Silver.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Young will set to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 42. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 down at the 31. Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Young here to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Come on, fellas.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Following the interception, Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Just like that. Just like that.
Ready?
Young. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Check, check, check.
Here's Young.
Outside coming.
And he's got a man. It's T.O. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And Young's going to throw it here. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it